Hi Pisces, welcome to your mid-month reading. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below, where you can also find the information about all the services I'm currently offer. And as usual, for the month of September, inspired in this current Virgo season, I do have a special sales offer available where you can also read about in the description box below. And if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do that by following the PayPal link, which is down below. So Pisces, I feel like many of you are very career oriented, are very focused on the grounds of your work, your finances, the way you want to be pursuing your something specific that feels like it can give you that big boost or that big breakthrough that you're waiting for to improve your material world. Your material world is very important for you during the next weeks, but it's something that at times might be creating this tension, this sense of very fight or flight mode, where there's a sense both of threat and insecurity about it, as much as there is this urgency, this need, this desire to go after something bigger than yourself. So many of you are very ambitious during this time, but it's like your ambition and the way you're processing your drive to conquer more for yourself, it's not very harmonious. It's not working in a very harmonious flow, and that is kind of what needs to be addressed during this time. Is what resistance or what real fears are still, a part of the picture, that it's making or creating this conflict, this sense of tension with something that should, give you enthusiasm, give you a sense of hope, give you a sense of direction. Actually, it's like whatever it is that you're perceiving as the next move, the next investment, the next thing you're going to try to improve your material life. I feel like many of you are seeing this as something that it's something you need to get before it gets to you. So it's almost like seeing it as as a hostile force, as a threat, as an enemy of any kind, and that might be creating a sense of fear, where fear of you not proving yourself or not getting something on the time you feel you should get, to be on top or to be free from any kind, again, of consequences or problems you're anticipating. I feel like for some of you, especially for Pisces that are in a very competitive career field or work environment, this could be escalating during the next weeks, this sense of not being able to relax in your workplace or with your colleagues, or with how things are just happening, because you feel like you need to grow out of a specific position you are in, but yet you don't know if you're going to get it, if you're going to do it, if you're going to have the chance. You don't know if you're going to be able to have the endurance, the resilience to persevere, to push forward until you get what you want. And there's that feeling with the Strength card here as your opportunity. Yes, absolutely. You have all the strength in you to push back adversity, push back problems, but also to hold yourself up in moments where weaknesses might try to get you down. So there's a sense of empowerment here, an ability for you to push back, to get up and to keep fighting and to keep trying and to keep doing until you get it right. The problem here is that you might be at times doing this in a way um, that it's more about needing to prove to others that you can do it, or to the world that you can do it, than being more about your own true desires and needs. Like there's that feeling of you need to prove yourself you can do it if it is something that you really want. If you're picking up here, it's like battles. If you're picking here ways because you want to be seen in a certain light and not necessarily because you want it, that can be creating problems. And I feel like some of you Pisces are very much about this thing of you want to be respected, you want to be seen as this powerful, material, professional, figure, or you want period to be seen as someone powerful, to be seen as someone that can't be messed around, that you can end up having a little bit here of aggressive reactions or aggressive behaviors that work against you, particularly around the concentration and the focus, where the focus should be. So many of you Pisces are advised during the next weeks to check in constantly with the focus. What's the intent, the real intent of your decisions, of your goals right now, of any kind of work and investment also you're doing right now. Just make sure that you understand deeply why you're pursuing something, why you want something so much. And this applies for anything. Why do you want something so much? And once you know it, then keep the focus there where it matters. I also feel like many of you, that's the challenge here, is to keep the focus where it's important, to not let yourself be distracted by, background noise or irrelevant matters, irrelevant things that are distracting you from this security you want to build for yourself, or you're trying to build for yourself. Especially because the Queen of Pentacles is your challenge. So your challenge is about, for some of you, you could be feeling a little bit challenged in terms of financial self-sufficiency. So you could feel like money's tight, or you could feel like money's not flowing the way you would like, or you could feel that you're not being given much golden opportunities in terms of work. It could be that you're so focused also in work that your domestic life or even your health is suffering a little bit. It can be a little bit of both scenarios for many of you, because there's a strong sense of either you already are kind of like a workaholic in a workaholic moment, or you're about to become a little bit like that. Perhaps very focused or very obsessed with work and finances, and that can cause stress in terms of health, but also in terms of your home life. Your family relationships might suffer a little bit with this. I feel like there's this feeling of exaggeration of sorts that you're placing into something, either out of fear or out of that sense of, no, nobody's going to take my position, my money, my relationship, my place. There's a sense of attachment, powerful attachment, that it's kind of subjugating you into a state of being that can be difficult because it's tense. So it can be hard for you to relax during this time. It can just be, there could be a feeling that you're constantly walking on thin ice during the next weeks, because you feel like the energy is very volatile, including your temperament. You can feel like your moods are, you're easily triggered, or you easily again have very passionate reactions out of things that appeal more to a grounded, stable, patient approach. It's not like it's like you're not very patient with something, and that's your challenge here. is to be patient, but also to not let yourself be dominated by attachments that are based in a lot of possessiveness. You could feel extremely possessive over someone. It could be Leo or Earth sign influence. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn presence here. It could be someone you work with, or someone you have a committed relationship with, or someone you have this attachment, powerful attachment to. Either you could feel extremely, possessive over here, a person in your life that you're also fearing you're losing, or you're fearing like somehow this connection could be taken from you. Or you could also be dealing with someone that it's very, very, very possessive over you, and you might not have it. So relationships are also here a little bit tricky, because there's a lot of passion, there's a lot of attachment, but the dynamic in place is very much about power struggles. So for those of you dealing with this, not in the career or financial aspect, the majority will be, that will be in relationships, just be aware of, yes, placing the proper boundaries to feel respected, but also ensure that you're respecting someone else's. So I hope you have a great mid-month. I want to thank all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.